What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with another Four Corners for today's 10-game NBA main slate, courtesy of Awesemo.com and presented by Super Draft. We've got ourselves a much less straightforward but a much more interesting slate today than yesterday's two-gamer, so let's get that power of positivity going. And right now, please hit that like button if you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus. Like the video and comment your top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. We do have a winner from yesterday who we'll announce a little bit later on, but right now, please like the video and comment your top value play down below. By now, you know the drill. We've got no time to waste here in the Four Corners, so let's get right into it, starting with our top owned plays in Al Horford in a matchup versus San Antonio, in which they're 114.3 implied points for Philadelphia. Horford is 30% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 16% on FanDuel. Horford's price is appreciably cheaper on Draftkings, and he looks like a solid value against San Antonio's poor 111.3 defensive efficiency rating, even though his ceiling is questionable with all of Philadelphia's players available, besides possibly Josh Richardson. Another highly owned play will be Troy Brown in a matchup versus Charlotte, in which they're 120.3 implied points for Washington. Brown has 12% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he'll have 34% on FanDuel. Brown's exceedingly cheap price makes him more appealing on FanDuel in a pace-down spot versus Charlotte, but he hasn't seen over 27 minutes in his last 5 games as starter, so he could disappoint despite his very low salary. And a top-owned play I like quite a bit is Spencer Dinwiddie in a match versus Sacramento, in which there are 106.8 implied points for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie has 18% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 31% on FanDuel. Dinwiddie has seen a big usage increase with Kyrie Irving out, and he also saw 37 minutes last game, so his floor and ceiling seem solid, with Sacramento playing at a lower pace, but likely to be competitive on the road. For our next corner, here are some of the top value plays, starting with Cody Zeller in the matchup at Washington, in which there are 113.3 implied points for Charlotte. Zeller has yielded minutes to small ball lineups with Marvin Williams at the 5 recently, but he's priced well and his size could be needed a bit more, with 2 fairly aggressive rebounders in Thomas Bryant and Mo Wagner across from him. Next up is Garrett Temple in a match versus Sacramento, in which there are 106.8 implied points for Brooklyn. Temple saw 30 minutes despite just 1 for 7 shooting last game, and the court time is there for him to take more opportunity, despite his low 14% usage rate on the year. And another top value play looks to be Langston Galloway in a match versus Atlanta, in which there are 115 implied points for Detroit. Galloway saw 40 minutes for Detroit last game and put up 10 3-pointers, with Atlanta's defense likely to allow him a good chance at making these shots thanks to a bad 110 defensive efficiency rating. And for our next corner, let's talk about some of the appealing game stacks on the slate, starting with Atlanta at Detroit in a game in which there are 224 combined points from Vegas. Andre Drummond's been down recently with foul issues and Blake Griffin's usage, but a game stack here looks appealing with value guys like Langston Galloway and reasonably priced upside on the other side with Trae Young and Jabari Parker. Another good-looking game stack is Charlotte at Washington in a game in which there are 234.5 combined points. Bradley Beal has 21 or more shots in his last 6 games. Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier get big pace-ups versus Washington's bad 113.5 defensive efficiency rating, and there's value like Cody Zeller, Troy Brown, and Miles Bridges, a game with a lot of quality plays that could have a lot of scoring as well. And a game stack we've talked a little bit about Sacramento and Brooklyn in a game in which there are 212.5 combined points. The low total seems odd given 2 middling defenses in Brooklyn's high pace, but Spencer Dinwiddie has been on a tear. Bogdan Bogdanovic has 2, and he'd also open up usage for Buddy Hield and Corey Joseph if he misses the game, and there could be more scoring than Vegas expects if things break right here. And for our last corner, some of the lower owned dart throws on the slate, starting with Donovan Mitchell in a matchup versus Golden State, in which there are 112 implied points for Utah. Mitchell tends to look good with a 31% usage and 22% assist rate. In a game where Utah could blow out Golden State, Mitchell could hit his ceiling in a blowout, or if they somehow were to hang close. Another lower owned dart throw is Tristan Thompson in a matchup at Dallas, in which there are 105.8 implied points for Cleveland. Thompson had a rest day last time out, and his price is down with a solid 17% rebound rate, with a possibility that is needed to keep Luka Doncic from ripping boards and running down the court. And our last dart throw is Shaq Harrison in a game versus Miami, in which there are 105.8 implied points for Chicago. Harrison got the start for Chandler Hutchinson and went nuts with 45 fantasy points in 26 minutes versus Detroit, with 15 points, 11 boards, and 5 assists. And it's a substantially worse spot with his price up, but as a dart throw, I think it's fine to go with Shaq Harrison today. So there you have it. That's what I'm seeing so far for today's 10-game slate. So right now, please hit that like button. If you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus, like the video and comment your top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. Yesterday, a bunch of people guessed the top value play of Skal Labissiere correctly, but it's this guy right here is the winner, One Old Schools. So One Old Schools with a Z. Email me at chris@awesemo.com to collect your prize. For everybody else, if you want to join him at the pay window, like this video and comment your top value play down below. And as always, the free months of Awesemo Plus come courtesy of our presenting sponsor, Super Draft. So right now, head over to superdraft.io. Use the promo code AWESEMO, AWESEMO, to get $20 free on any deposit of $100 or more. It's instant release, so you get it right away. You can use that money on their multiplier tournaments, a game style where you don't even have to know salaries. So head over to superdraft.io right now and use that promo code AWESEMO for your $20 free. The data always helps, but it especially helps on a slate this big, so use this promo code SWITCH&HEDGE for half off your first month of Awesemo Plus. If you go to awesemo.com/join right now, you'll find packages as low as $3.95 a week. So head over to awesemo.com/join and find a package Spags, it'll work for you. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I've got 7 days a week of NFL and NBA content. Yesterday, I watched Bronny James and Zaire Wade on a game and tweeted a little bit about that, so you never know what you're getting from me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I'll be back on Live Before Lock later today with my pal, the Chubster Josh Engelman, so tune in then. Of course, I'll be back with you guys on Monday with another Four Corners. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great weekend. And as always, good luck.